An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Keenum to throw again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, here's Jackson. Now he'll go underneath to his running back, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Dean Harster, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
Here's a first down run with Collins. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun!
On second down, Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on second down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here's Darkwan, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run again now with Darkwan. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a first down throw. Keenum. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Keenum into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mostert. And he's got room. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Jackson to throw on second down. It's not incomplete. It's John Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A carry for the big fullback. This is Derek Coleman. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and sneak it here. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. This time, Jackson will throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on second down. Looking deep for Crabtree. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. 3, 9, 10.
Now Jackson on first down. Powerful running. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Right there. 54 right there. Gun.
Again, Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 5. On third down, Jackson. Now he'll escape to his left. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they boot it through, and now we're all square after 2 quarters of play.
And what's that great term you taught me? They're level, right? They got back to level. Now they get to go back in the locker room, regroup, and start over in the second half.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Everyone come forward. Go down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky Detroit. 56. Detroit!
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on second down, Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
The Ravens on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone.
They go play action now. Jackson trying to lay one up deep. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Brendan Langley picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
After the interception, here's Keenum. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the run, Darkwan. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing is Keenum. Got a man. He finds Sanders. The 30. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 83 yards. And the Broncos are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Mostert now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Jackson to throw on 2nd down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll run the dark line. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, let's go.
Here's Keenum now on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Mostert now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of...
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shane Ray coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Mostert now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson dancing to his left. Escapes the sack. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Jackson on first down. Finding some room in midfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Lucky 56. Let's go. Green, 39.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Keenum here again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Shaquille Barrett in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun on third down, Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now Darby. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry.